The thunderous launch of a jet from the deck of an aircraft carrier has always been one of the most powerful symbols of naval aviation. And today, that power is being paired with something just as inspiring: the rise of female fighter pilots flying some of the most advanced combat aircraft in the world. The United States Navy has embraced this, with women now strapping into cockpits of the F-35 Lightning II and the F-A-18 Super Hornet, two of the most capable fighters ever to take to the skies. This combination of cutting-edge technology and trailblazing pilots is a reminder of how modern aviation is as much about human capability as it is about mechanical performance. When you see these aircraft catapult into the air, piloted by women who represent a new generation of aviators, it is both a technical showcase and a cultural milestone. The F-35 Lightning II is a fifth-generation stealth multi-role fighter designed to excel in every aspect of modern aerial warfare. It represents a significant leap in technology, prioritizing stealth, situational awareness, and advanced networking that allows it to dominate contested airspace. For a pilot, the F-35 is more than just an aircraft. It is a system that integrates data from multiple sources, presenting a clear picture of the battlespace on its advanced displays. The helmet-mounted display system is one of its most unique features. Instead of relying on traditional cockpit dials, the pilot's helmet projects flight data, targeting information, and even a 360-degree infrared view directly onto the visor. It creates a level of situational awareness unmatched by any previous aircraft, allowing the pilot to see through the fuselage and maintain constant awareness of threats and targets. 4 female aviators flying the F-35. This level of integration means they can maximize their training, focusing more on decision-making and tactics rather than managing raw data. In terms of performance, the F-35 combines stealth shaping, radar-absorbing materials, and internal weapons bays to minimize its radar cross. It is designed to penetrate heavily defended environments where traditional aircraft might struggle to survive. With a top speed of around Mach 1.6 and a combat radius exceeding 600 nautical miles, it has both reach and survivability. The Pratt & Whitney F-135 engine provides more than 40,000 pounds of thrust, making it one of the most powerful fighter engines ever built. Its thrust vectoring capabilities allow for short takeoffs and vertical landings in the F-35B variant, a feature particularly valuable for naval operations on amphibious assault ships, while the F-35C variant, designed for aircraft carriers, has larger wings and stronger landing gear, allowing it to withstand the brutal stresses of catapult launches and arrested recoveries. The weapon systems carried by the F-35 make it truly versatile. In stealth mode, it can carry air-to-air missiles and precision-guided bombs internally, maintaining its low observation. When stealth is less critical, external pylons allow it to carry a heavy payload of ordnance, from JDA-MIS to long-range air-to-air missiles. The ability to adapt from a stealth penetration role to a hyper-strike platform makes the F-35 a true multi-role fighter. For a Navy pilot, male or female, this adaptability ensures that no matter the mission, the aircraft is capable of delivering results. Now, standing beside the F-35 in the Navy's arsenal is the F-A-18 Super Hornet, a twin-engine, carrier-capable fighter that has been the workhorse of naval aviation for decades. The Super Hornet is a 4th-generation plus fighter that has proven itself in countless operations, from air superiority missions to close air support to maritime strike. It has a maximum speed of Mach 1.8, a service ceiling of over 50,000 feet, and a combat radius of around 500 nautical miles. Unlike the single-engine F-35, the Super Hornet relies on its dual General Electric F-414 engines, providing around 44,000 pounds of thrust combined. This redundancy offers extra safety, particularly valuable when flying long distances over open water. One of the Super Hornet's design strengths is its adaptability. It can carry a wide variety of ordnance across 11 weapon stations, including AIM-9 IM-120 AMRAAMs, Harpoon anti-ship missiles, HARM anti-radiation missiles, and a vast array of precision-guided bombs. It also carries an internal M61 Vulcan cannon for close-range engagements. With conformal fuel tanks available on newer variants, the Super Hornet can extend its range, further enhancing its mission flexibility. It is a jet designed for the realities of carrier operations, rugged, reliable, and easy to maintain compared to more complex aircraft. While the F-35 represents the future of naval aviation with its stealth and advanced systems, the Super Hornet continues to hold its ground by excelling in reliability and adaptability. It remains a trusted platform for Navy aviators, including female pilots who rely on its proven track record. Flying the F-18 is a demanding job, requiring precision during catapult launches, skill during aerial refueling, and nerves of steel during night carrier landings. Female pilots flying the Super Hornet are proving daily that skill and training matter far more than gender when it comes to handling one of the most powerful jets in service. From a design perspective, the Super Hornet is larger than its predecessor, the Legacy Hornet, with a 25% bigger wing area and larger fuel capacity. This translates into longer range and more weapons carriage capability. The digital cockpit with multifunction displays gives pilots critical data in an intuitive layout, reducing workload and allowing faster tactical decisions. In air combat, the Super Hornet is known for its high angle of attack capability and maneuverability, traits that allow it to perform aggressive dogfighting maneuvers. Though not stealthy like the F-35, it often operates alongside stealth assets, leveraging its payload capacity and electronic warfare support roles to create a powerful combination. What makes the involvement of female pilots particularly noteworthy is not just the aircraft they fly, but the context of naval aviation itself. Flying from an aircraft carrier is one of the most demanding environments in all of aviation. The challenges include limited runway space, constant motion of the flight deck, unpredictable sea states, and the high intensity of operating in tight formations with other aircraft. Pilots must master every aspect of flying, from high-speed intercepts to precision landings under pressure. That women are now doing this at the controls of both the F-35 and the F-18 shows how barriers have been broken down and the talent pool expanded to include the best aviators, regardless of gender. The journey of female fighter pilots has been one of persistence and progress. The first women to fly combat aircraft in the Navy entered the cockpit only in the 1990s, after policy changes allowed them into frontline roles. Since then, the path has widened, with women now flying some of the most advanced aircraft in the world. Watching a female aviator taxi an F-35 to the catapult, or throttle up the engines of a Super Hornet is not just about equality. It is about showcasing excellence in skill, discipline, and dedication. These pilots go through the same rigorous training pipelines as their male counterparts, including years of flight school, carrier qualifications, survival training, and tactical exercises. When it comes to the F-35, the experience inside the cockpit is unlike any other. The sense of fusion technology takes inputs from radar, infrared cameras, electronic warfare systems, and more, combining them into a single, coherent picture for the pilot. This means that rather than juggling multiple data streams, the pilot can focus on making tactical decisions. The helmet-mounted display allows targeting simply by looking at an enemy aircraft or ground target. This intuitive interface reduces reaction times, making the F-35 pilot more effective under pressure. Female aviators flying the F-35 are often at the forefront of learning how to fully exploit these new capabilities, paving the way for future generations. In contrast, flying the F-18 is about harnessing raw performance, situational awareness, and pilot instinct. The jet responds quickly to inputs capable of pulling high G-forces while remaining stable and reliable. Pilots often talk about the Super Hornet as being forgiving yet powerful. A jet that rewards precision but can handle the brutal environment of naval operations. Female pilots flying the Super Hornet not only demonstrate their technical mastery, but also prove their resilience in handling long deployments, complex missions, and the relentless demands of life aboard an aircraft carrier. Performance aspects of both aircraft complement one another. The F-35 stealth and advanced sensors allow it to neutralize threats before being detected, while the Super Hornet provides overwhelming firepower and versatility once the battle space is open. Together, they form a layered defense and offense system for the Navy. The presence of women flying both types of aircraft underscores the fact that modern warfare requires the best talent, regardless of background, and that talent is being found in female aviators who have risen through the ranks. The unique selling points of the F-35 include its stealth capability, advanced data fusion, network-centric warfare features, and futuristic pilot interface. It is a jet designed not just for today, but for decades into the future, constantly updated with new software and hardware improvements. The A-18, on the other hand, sells itself through its proven track record, its ability to carry a vast array of ordnance, its ruggedness in carrier operations, and its adaptability across mission types. For the Navy, the combination of both jets ensures dominance across the full spectrum of combat operations. From a layman's perspective, the thrill of watching a female pilot launch an F-35 or Super Hornet off a carrier deck is both emotional and technical. The raw power of the engines, the roar as the afterburners ignite, and the immediate climb into the sky are breathtaking. But layered onto that is the knowledge that the pilot in the cockpit represents years of training, discipline, and determination. A human being who has mastered one of the most demanding roles in the military. The presence of female aviators in these cockpits also serves as inspiration for young women looking up at the sky. The sight of an F-35 or A-18 flown by a woman signals possibility and progress. It shows that with dedication and skill, no cockpit is off limits. Carrier aviation is not just about flying, it is about teamwork. Each launch and recovery involves hundreds of sailors on deck, coordinating seamlessly to ensure safety and precision. Female pilots are an integral part of this system, working with their squadrons and carrier crews to execute missions flawlessly. Their presence in the air also reflects the broader Navy culture of professionalism and inclusivity, where performance is the ultimate measure. The design elements of both jets highlight their missions. The F-35's angular surfaces and internal weapons bays scream stealth and sophistication, while the F-18's twin tails and wide wings emphasize versatility and strength. When parked side by side on a carrier deck, they embody two eras of aviation design working in tandem. For viewers, seeing female aviators step into either cockpit is a reminder that these machines are only as effective as the people flying them, and today, those people include some of the most talented women in uniform. Every takeoff, every landing, and every maneuver flown by these aviators underscores the blending of human skill and engineering brilliance. The F-35 and F-18 are marvels of design and performance, but they come alive only when guided by the hands of a trained pilot. The story of female Navy fighter pilots flying these aircraft is not just about breaking barriers. It is about showing what is possible when talent meets opportunity, when cutting-edge technology meets determined human beings.